What's up, people? I think this is the first time I've been live in over a month. Since before I went in for surgery, this is probably the first time I've actually gone live, and probably going back a little further than that. But since I'm stuck in the car right now while the missus is in the store shopping, I figured why not go live and see who's on. Uh, Talk a little bit about the Trackhawk. I finally took it out for a spin yesterday. I went for a nice drive. I have a video to upload later. Man, it was so nice to just get out and drive. After a month of not driving and being able to drive, it was just so liberating to actually get behind the wheel of a car. The first car I drove was this one, the Durango, for a little bit. And once I realized that I had full range of my leg to drive with just a little discomfort in the wound, we went back to the house, grabbed the Trackhawk, warmed it up, and took it out for a good hour spin. And man, being back independent is amazing. Let me tell you. For those of you out there that have had a fem-pop bypass surgery, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you've ever had like a major leg surgery or a leg injury that has sidelined you for quite a few weeks, if not some, those of you that have had worse injuries that kept you out for a couple months, just the little things that you take for granted, like just being able to shave, just getting myself out of bed in the beginning with the use of a walker and standing in front of a sink on one leg, because it was my dominant leg that they did the operation on. So just trying to stand in front of a sink on my left leg and balance myself was like a real pain in the ass. Like trying to learn how to do that. God, man, like all the little simple things, like putting on a pair of pants or, oh, you got to go to the bathroom. That's a lot of fun. But within the last 3 weeks, I went from unable to put my feet on the ground to I'm walking now without the use of a cane. Listen, and I don't have my glasses on today, so I'm going to struggle to read the comments. So I apologize. Yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm not 100% yet. It's only the end of week 3. Literally, surgery was like, I think 24 days ago. The 15th of October is when they did the surgery. It's now November 7th, I believe. November 7th. So that's about what, 20, off the top of my head. Is it 23 or 24? 24 days? My math might be off. Not a lot of time, just over 3 weeks. I'm beginning week 4. But each week has been leaps and bounds, like I went from the first day using a walker, got rid of the walker within one day, went right to crutches, used the crutches for a week. At the end of middle of the second, going into about middle to the beginning of the second week, got rid of the crutches and got a cane, the little hurricane that I was using. That was great. And then I was using the cane for a couple of days, and then I decided to get rid of the cane and just force myself to start walking as normal as possible. Like taking long walks up and down the development, because it's this big long hill. It goes up, down, so it's like really good motion. And the driveway is like really steep. So what I did was, before I would even get out and walk, I would just walk up and down the driveway to get that flexibility move. And then she ordered me all these like different types of stretching things and stuff. But that was cool, man. Getting out in the car, and I got yelled at. Let me tell you about this before she comes back. All right. Yeah, she yelled at me the other day because we took the Trackhawk to drop our son off at his friend's house for a little bit. And as I was coming around, it's 2 lanes that end into one. Okay, you start at a light, it comes on a curve, and then there's a yield coming in from your right. And it kind of starts to merge about 300, 400 meters down the road. It's not that far. And I was in the right lane that was going to end. And as I was coming around, I started to speed up a little bit. The D-bag in the what is it? The Infinity, not, what is that? The God dang, what the car is it? Was it the Infinity? Nissan Altima. It's always an Ultimate driver for some reason. The douche started to speed up to cut me off, and I gunned it, and she broke loose a little bit, and I caught it, and we just passed him. I'm like, what an ass. And the guy just, you know, there are people out there on the road that won't let other people in, and this was one of them, so I just had to speed up and get around them. And I forgot how strong it was, so when I hit the gas, she broke loose a little bit on me, and Mama Bears was not happy. Not happy at all. Yeah, I got an earful. It's still coming out. But I was thrilled that I was able to get back and drive. My goal was to be back to normal by Thanksgiving. But looking at the schedule, ACCO's schedule, I don't even think I'll be able to race this year. Last year, we had nothing but failures. The transfer case, just little problems. You know, having the car was fixed half the year, making it stronger. And then we decided to go with a new motor. We got the motor built over the springtime, expecting to get it to the track this year. The one day we went to the track, the freaking pandemic, you know, I got all the way down there to race with 10 gallons of MS-109. They shut it down. They shut the track down. And then I had, because of other life things going on, I couldn't get back. And then trying again now, sidelined because of an injury. This is ridiculous. Hopefully 2022 will be a lot better. I said that in 2020. Hopefully 2021 will be a lot better. And this is 2022 coming up. So my health is my biggest concern right now. It sucks when the doctor tells you, oh man, you are super healthy. This is a very rare condition that athletes get because of the way their muscles form. I'm like, and can't you just fix it without what they did? And unfortunately, the DVT, or deep vein thrombus, it was an aneurysm clot DVT all in the kneecap, and a stent would not have worked. They had to do the fillet option where they cut my leg from balls to calf. And the biggest part of this recovery is where they go into your calf. The calf muscle becomes like rock solid, and that's where you flex to walk, right? That's the biggest hurdle I've had so far, was getting my calf just to flex normal for putting my foot down. I'm still not there. I mean, when I go slow, I can force myself to stride through normally, but in normal everyday pacing, I'm still limping. I'm probably going to be limping for a while. Just sucks because, you know, it also causes a lot of scar tissue. Like your muscles get like rock solid on both sides of the incision all the way up. And you got to we've been putting like vitamin E tablets on it since we had the staples out on Thursday. You got to keep massaging it. You just got to keep working at it, you know. No pain, no gain. It's not a joke. You got to really push yourself. And don't overdo it, but you got to push yourself to get through. So, is she really in that store long? She went into the store. I did my laps here up in the mall around the there's a Harbor Freight in front of me. All right, I just decided to walk around. I was going to go on the Harbor Freight and just, you know, look at tools, see enough of them on the road, but I decided to just walk around this parking lot a couple of times, and she wanted me to call her and let her know when I was done, but then I figured, just go live and update you guys. Trackhawk's driving great. Everything's 100%. We got to get it back out on the road on the daily. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be driving, I've got the Mazda, the other car, for work. So I've got to get that one out tomorrow. That one's been sitting for a month and hasn't driven. I got to get that out and get the rust off the brakes and just drive it just to break it back in. Make sure everything's good with it. But throughout the rest of the week, for my appointments, I'll be using the Trackhawk and we'll get on the road again. I have a ton of freaking dash cams and cup holders and phone mounts, and I have a new battery from Black Box My Car. Check out blackboxmycar.com. Those of you that remember, been around for a while and watched the parking mode battery update that I did. Now, Blackview makes a great battery. It's the Bravo 124 X-Ray. and it comes with an adapt. You can actually add on to it up to 5 batteries. I think it's the main bat plus 4 add-on bats, right? And it's somewhere like 96 hours of something for parking mode. That would not fit underneath the seat of my car. In the Trackhawk, I have 2 batteries piggybacked. That's Bravo 124 and the add-on. And in the trunk for the side dash cams, I have a power cell battery from Black Box My Car. Now that battery, in my opinion, is slightly better than the Bravo 124X. It lasts a little bit longer. They just sent me a new updated version, which I'm going to put in the trunk of the Mazda and pair that with the Blackview 750X LTE Plus that we just added, and see how long that battery on extreme mode will record nonstop in parking mode. So that's going to be probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll get that hooked up and I'll start doing my review of that and timing how long that battery is. Right now, I'm already impressed with the original power cell battery that they sell. So if you go over their website and check them out, we do have a discount with them for our subscribers. I just have to reach back out and look in the email. He gave me all the information, but I forgot to add it in the last update. It might be on our Facebook group too. We have a discount with Blackview, with Black Box My Car, and some of the other car manufacturers like B. Woody, etc. Yeah, it's going to be a busy week. It's going to be a busy week. I am itching to get back to work. I cannot wait to get back to work. But unfortunately, because I can't be on my feet for extended periods of time, I'm probably not going to be able to go back for another couple weeks. Doctor extended me for 4 more weeks, which I think is a little extreme. That would put me at a total of 7 weeks out. I'm hoping, what's up, brother? I'm hoping that I don't have to be out for the next 4 weeks. My goal is still looking for Thanksgiving. You know, it's good to have goals. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, look for more content this week. I'll be updating daily with the new dash cams. We got a couple new. I got this little one called an M17. It's the Mic 17 that was sent to me. It's about this big. I think it's like 2x4. It's 4K and it has a little LCD screen on the back for those of you that like to see out of the camera while you're driving, or if you want to like look at your footage on the camera before you download it, you could do that. So I'm eager to test that one. Quality, just feeling it. I took it out of the box the other day, and just right away it was built really solid. It's some kind of like heavy, I don't know if it's mostly metal or a mixture, but it feels like really quality. So we'll see. I hope she didn't get lost in the store here. They must have a sale or something going on. But that's it. That's my update. I don't have my shorts on. I'm back into jeans. What I had to do was I had to take a pair of long johns and cut the left leg off just so the right long john leg would go all the way over the wound. So when I'm walking with jeans, it's not rubbing on the wound. Even though it's healed, it's still very tender. So it was a great idea. We actually ordered some Under Armour cooling pants. They're like biking tights, you know, to wear underneath my pants or work pants. So nothing will rub up against. Everything will just be smooth on the nylon. Nothing will rub up against the where the incision area. But this was like an on-the-fly idea I did last night. I'm like, all right, I don't need these work long johns anymore, and I chopped my left leg off so it's like here and then down, you know. So it's working out really well because it's getting a little bit too cold out to constantly be in shorts. Anyway, that's all I got today. Thanks for everybody that reached out with all your warm wishes and all. I really, really appreciate that. And people came out of the woodwork, man. And people I had never talked to wish me well. I really, really appreciate that. It's motivating because you have good days, you have bad days. There were some days where I didn't want to get out of bed. And then there were other days that I just got motivated to just, I'm like, let's go. Let's just push through it, you know. And you really need to do that crap. Take care of your health out there, guys, girls. Seriously, I'm so stubborn. When this went down, I don't know if I fully explained what happened. When this happened, my foot turned white and cut off the blood circulation in my leg. It felt like a jolly horse. I was brought up, my dad was a ball player. He coached me in Little League, and he would always say, just walk it off. Get an injury, walk it off. And that just stuck with me. I never missed a day of work in my life as for an injury, and I just worked through the pain. And I was going to do that the Tuesday that this happened until the missus convinced me to go to the hospital, and that's when they found this blood clot and aneurysm. And glad they did. I could have lost my leg. Could have been worse. Could have had a heart attack. Could have had a stroke. So if you ever have any type of, you're getting up there and something doesn't feel right, don't just brush it off. Go get checked. And there were signs. Here's the thing. Here's the craziest thing. There were signs that were telling me something was wrong, and I just didn't even notice them. Like, I'm a fairly active person, but just walking the distance of my work from one entrance to the other, my right calf would always tighten up a little bit, and I just assumed that I was getting out of shape. Like, just always would just say, I can't walk that far anymore because I'm getting older, I'm out of shape. Had nothing to do with that. My left leg was perfect. My right leg cramping up was because it was not getting the amount of blood flow that it needed because of this DVT that I had behind my knee with the aneurysm and the clot going on. So get yourselves checked out. Don't wait. Now that I'm all repaired, like freaking Lee Majors, I'm all ready to go. So thanks for checking in. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll be back tomorrow. You guys all have a good night. I'm out.